It is the Riot Podcast. Isaiah's over there rubbing his nose.
I was rubbing my nose.
You'll be able to see that.
No, you can't see it.
Why not?
Because it was on you.
It's on the video. Dang it.
The camera was on you.
Dang it.
Therefore, you will not see me.
Yeah, that's a bummer. What's the point of the video podcast if you can't see us doing the embarrassing stuff that we do almost all the time?
See, that's why I always look to see like who the camera's on so that I can decide how I'm going to act. So you still don't get the full picture of like, because right now I know the camera's on me so I can see you guys out of the corner of my eye. But when the camera's on Hudson, then I know that's when I really can goof off.
Just be absolutely crazy. As long as you're quiet.
Yeah, exactly. Because once I start talking, then it comes back around to me.
Right back over. So what's in the podcast today?
Well, one of the things we talked about early on was the newest MoonKnight episode, which just so happened to be the finale. I watched it last night. I am up with the MoonKnight series, as last night the finale came out, and I watched it. Hudson has to be about 4 episodes behind me.
Yeah, something like that.
So unfortunately, he can't give his opinion on how the series went, but I gave pretty high regard to the MoonKnight series. Which one do you think has been the worst series so far of the Disney Plus series?
What are the choices?
There's
WandaVision, Loki, MoonKnight,
and
Winter Soldier, and Falcon. Is there another one?
That's it.
No, Hawkeye. Yeah. Okay, Captain America, whatever. Winter Soldier and Falcon. Definitely the worst because I never finished it.
You didn't finish it?
I didn't finish it.
You watched a couple episodes, didn't even...
Yeah, I tried to get back around to it. It just wasn't high on the priorities and never wound up coming back. I finished Hawkeye. Finished WandaVision, finished Loki. I do intend on finishing MoonKnight. And I know I should finish Winter Soldier, Falcon, but, I mean, it's been a while now. So.
Yeah, I watched. The only one I haven't seen is Hawkeye.
You should watch it.
Is it worth watching?
It's worth watching. It's a lot of.
You think it's good?
It's kind of weird now. As you go through it, it gets more and more Christmassy because it came out at Christmas time.
Oh, yeah.
And so it was a little, I watched it. I was way behind. I watched it after Christmas, but so it was kind of weird when it's getting into the kind of finale episode and everything is all Christmas all the time, but it's still good.
Yeah, MoonKnight I would put in pretty high regard with any of the others. I would put it down as a top 2 for me.
Ooh, with Loki?
With Loki.
Yeah, Loki.
And then WandaVision was a close third.
WandaVision, I liked the first half. I didn't as much care for the second half.
Yeah, I like the middle.
Oh, you like the middle?
If I can describe it, because at the very beginning I did not like it.
Oh, you didn't like the old...
No,
I Love Lucy style.
No, I just didn't like the first couple episodes of it. I thought they were weird.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
It was just slow, and then once I got into the good stuff, I was like, "Oh, this is good." And then the last couple episodes, I was like, "Oh, this is not as good."
It doesn't, yeah. But WandaVision feels like an important one because you got to watch that if you haven't yet before Doctor Strange comes out.
Oh, you got to watch that one, yeah. But MoonKnight, I would say the thing I liked about MoonKnight, it was hard hitting. It was every single episode was very, like, it got to the point pretty quick. There was a lot of action. So once you got to episode, like, 3 or so, then the rest of the way, it was, like, must-see TV.
Okay.
So yeah, overall good stuff.
I'm going to catch up on that some point soon.
And then he'll give his review of it. We also talked about how one of the most annoying parts of our job, outside of, having to speak to each other.
And getting up early.
Yeah. That's a bad one, too, is having to reply to emails. From your boss, from your coworkers, from pretty much anybody that emails you.
And what we learned is different people have different strategies.
On replying.
Yeah.
Some people don't reply at all. Some people reply right away. Some people don't reply right away, but just like a little bit after right away.
Yeah, not promptly.
Yeah, which I still think that's weird. Like,
why?
It's an email.
I know, but I don't... so I'm the one that doesn't respond immediately, even if I see it as it's when it comes in. I won't respond right away because I don't want to seem too eager. And I also thought I don't want to set the expectation. If our higher ups see me responding to an email a few times right away, then they're going to think I'm always going to respond right away.
That's fair.
I don't want that to be an expectation of mine.
See, for me, it's either I'm responding right away or it's just no response
or not at all.
Not right away or not at all. It's 100% or 0. That's how it is for me. So if I see it come through, if it seems like it needs a response, I'll respond to it. But if it's one of those where it's like an open-ended, more of a statement,
yeah,
and I don't like people would say like, oh, I would confirm that. I'm not gonna confirm.
Yeah,
I don't confirm. I don't.
You're
do
not
that.
a confirmer.
I'm not a confirmer. I'm not gonna tell you I read it because I want you to assume that I read it because you sent it to me. So yes, I read it.
Okay.
But that's as far as I go with
I
that.
understand that.
But yeah, we talked about that. We also took it down to the end of the podcast where Hudson gives us his opinion on whether women should be allowed to wear tops or not at the beach.
And my answer might surprise you.
Your answer might shock you.
Yeah, let's just leave it.
What he thinks.
Let's leave it at that.
And that's what we talked about today on the podcast. A little bit more sprinkled throughout, but those are some of the main hitters, the heavy hitters.
All right, well, enjoy. By the way, Nikki, once again, as you can see, noticeably absent, but she will return. Now she is focusing on hopefully Monday, that she'll be recovered by then. So that's what we're hoping as well. The sooner, the better.
Yeah, we want to be back in action at 100%,
yes,
you know?
We do. So rest up, Nikki. And if you want to send her some well wishes, 100%, we would, and she would appreciate that. And we will, you'll hear from us down the line.
See you guys.
Don't say we didn't warn you. This is the worst of the riot.
I have missed so far, but I know you're on top of it. That is MoonKnight.
Big MoonKnight guy.
Yeah, I've watched a few episodes, but last night yesterday was when Disney Plus dropped the season finale, and you watched it?
Yes.
And a spoiler-free review, please?
Yeah, here's a spoiler-free review. I like the series. I think the series is good. If you've kept up with the series, you probably would agree. And many people agreed online that if you don't think it's the best of the Disney Plus series, you think it's one of the best, probably a top two-er, depending on how you felt about WandaVision or Loki. But at the end of the day, I think it's tough. I really liked Loki. I thought Loki was really good.
Yeah,
but
I'm a huge fan of Loki.
I think MoonKnight, I might have liked MoonKnight better.
Really?
I think I liked MoonKnight better. I think it was my favorite one.
Without spoiling it, what made it so good? What has it up there for you?
See, I think that number one, I think MoonKnight's a cool character. If you haven't seen it yet, but like obviously people know about MoonKnight, so he has like multiple different personalities, and that's like the super cool part about it. Is like just like the being able to switch between the personalities of Steven and Mark. And so then obviously bringing in some of like his super cool suit and the storyline, like in the beginning, it seems like it's going to go in one direction. And then once you get to the back end of the series, it's only 6 episodes still. So it's pretty short. You can get through them pretty quick. They're only like 45 minutes long. And so once you get to the back end of the series, the plot line does change a little bit. There's some nice little twists in it. But I will say the finale last night was just a little bit underwhelming.
Really?
It was just felt a little bit rushed. Like, I'm so ready for, like, season 2 now. Or I don't know if they're going to do a season 2 or if they're going to do a movie or what it is,
I've seen headlines that say that it's not a guarantee that season 2 will be happening. But,
really?
Well, what if they just launch straight into a movie?
See, that I would be okay with that.
Yeah,
I thought cool. I thought it was really good. And so I'd be okay with it going straight to a movie.
Sure. Now, what about, I've seen also things, again, without spoiling it, I don't know, but I've seen some rumblings that it ties in pretty directly to Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. So it's something that maybe you would be encouraged to watch before you go see the new Doctor Strange movie, which comes out this weekend. Do you see how that could tie in, or are you seeing the threads, or no? I
have no idea.
Okay.
I really don't.
Huh. Well, I guess we'll all find out.
We'll all find out, yeah.
But, yeah, that is, it's good information. I need to catch up.
You do. It's good. Like, I like, especially in the finale, like, it's underwhelming, but it really sets up, like, the next season or movie, whatever it is. It really sets it up to where, like, I'm very excited to see where they go with the next season / movie, because the ending of it was another twist that they added in. Like, it kind of ends on a cliffhanger that's really, really enticing. So the character as a whole, I think MoonKnight having the different personalities is really a unique character in the kind of the Marvel universe. There's nobody else really like him in that way. And so it's a pretty interesting ending. Kind of underwhelming with the fight scenes and whatnot. But overall, the plot line continuing forward should be one that you'd want to watch out for sure.
One more quick question for you. I've watched a couple episodes. Does it get easier to follow? Because I do like it. It's just you really have to focus.
No.
You still have to dial completely in. Put your phone down, turn on the TV, and stare at it.
Yeah, once you get to like episode 4, it's like your mind just bends and you're like, what is happening right now? Like, it's a really, really hard twist where you spend like 30 minutes where you're like, what is going on?
Doesn't Disney know we don't have time for that right now?
You think, right?
We've got so much going on. I've got so many TikToks that I'm also trying to watch while I'm watching TV. You think I'm going to pay attention to it?
Oh, you got to be locked in. You got to be locked in.
It's the worst of the riot on Radio U.
Here, it's about what people hate about their jobs.
Long survey or?
Yeah. Would you like to confess
All the things I hate about this job.
About RadioU?
Well, this segment doesn't have time for that, baby.
Yeah. I'll tell you the number one thing that people say is the most irritating part of their workday is sending emails. 48% of people say that is the worst, most annoying task they have to do every day.
You know, me and you don't really email.
No, that's the problem, isn't it?
Yeah, that is the problem.
That's the problem. Everybody else, they send us emails and we don't respond back.
Yeah, if you've noticed, like we always I have like the emails that I receive are always from the same people. It's always like the important people that are sending me emails. You and I don't email back and forth.
No, definitely not.
If I need something from you,
are you
I'll
saying
just
I'm not
ask
important?
you. It's not that I don't think you're important. I just feel like I'll just ask you if I need something from you. I'll just walk to your office and be like, "Hey, can you do this for me?" Or if I have a question, I'll just ask you.
Yeah. What would you rather do? What would you rather do?
Okay.
Send me an email or walk up the stairs to talk to me in person?
See, I'd rather walk up the stairs because I know you're not going to reply to my email for a long time.
That's a good point.
So if I want an immediate answer, I'm just going to walk up the stairs and be like, hey, can you do this? Or, hey, what's this about? Rather than send you an email and hope to get a response in the next 3 to 5 days.
Yeah. Well, you know what's sad that I do? And I don't know, maybe other employees around here might get annoyed at this. I don't like to respond to emails too quickly. Just like, you don't want to seem too eager. You don't want to seem too eager when you get a text, right? From somebody.
No, you're one of those?
So when the email comes in, and if I see it right away, and I could respond to it right away, I don't. I still wait.
You're the worst.
What?
This isn't Snapchat.
I don't want one of the bosses to be like, geez, what does Hudson just sit there and stare at his email all day?
What, you just waiting for this?
He should be doing other work.
See, I think it's impressive if I reply right away. I try to reply as quickly as possible.
It seems like you got nothing else going on. It seems like you're just sitting there, in my view.
I'm like, man, Isaiah really checks his email. He's on that thing. He's got notifications on.
If you instantly respond to an email from me, I think less of you.
No, you do not.
I think you're just sitting there twiddling your thumbs.
That's not how this goes.
That's how it is in my mind.
Like, if I'm using, like, Snapchat or texting back, I'll respond right away. I'm not scared to like open the Snap and be like, oh, maybe I should wait. Like, no, it's an immediate response from me.
So what else do you think? What would be other things that would come up that you think aren't the best about working?
Some of the things that stink about work.
Yeah, like just work in general. It doesn't even have to be radio you. Well, yeah.
Okay. For me,
if they asked you to fill out this survey, what would you say?
Arriving on time.
That's the
waking
worst part.
up for no. Wait. Waking up for work. That's the worst part for me.
And that's not even at work.
Yeah, exactly. That's in my bed at home. That's when my day starts. That's when my crappy day starts. Is when my alarm hits in the morning. There's not a lower point in my day than when I'm laying in bed.
That's right.
And that alarm goes off. This has to be across the board. When that alarm goes off, that is the low point of my day. That is the low point.
That's an excellent point. And that's across the board. It doesn't matter what job you have. You still have that timer that goes off. That says it's time to go.
It's time to get it together. Yeah. And the worst part is I'm not even at work yet. My work day has begun.
It's weird that the worst part of your day could be in bed.
Yeah, in my bed, at my home. I'm in my PJs, and I'm already just have a frown on my face.
I'll tell you what, though. It makes sense that that's the worst part of your day, and it just gets better from there because once you get here, you get to see me.
Yeah, I see you.
You won't hear a show like this anywhere else. And that's probably for the best. The worst of the riot. Radio U.
I've got some sad news out of Washington, D.C. from this week. You ever been to the Smithsonian National Zoo?
Where's this at in Washington, D.C.? I think I have been there, actually. Yeah, I think I have.
One of the worst zoos that I've been to.
Really?
And I've been to like 5 zoos.
You've been to 5 zoos?
I don't know. I've been to a few zoos. I've not been to a lot of them. But the National Zoo, not a great zoo, although I'll tell you the benefit of the National Zoo, free.
That's pretty good benefit,
That's a pretty good benefit.
I would say so.
You can't be too mad at it for not being the best.
Is that the one from Night at the Museum, or does that sound silly? It's the Smithsonian, that's where it's at, right? It's just called the Smithsonian?
I guess if the Smithsonian Museum is in Washington, D.C., right?
So it's an incredible one.
But I don't know if it's near the zoo. I don't think it is.
The Smithsonian Museum. That's good. That's good from the movie, so I'll give it 5 stars.
All right. So at the National Zoo on, let's see, May 2nd, so a couple days ago, the zookeepers woke up and walked into the flamingo exhibit only to find 25 dead flamingos.
25?
25. And One dead pintail duck.
How'd the duck get in there? Is he living there with them?
You know how ducks are.
Yeah.
Anywhere there's water,
They'll
they'll
be
show
there.
up, right?
So 25 of them gone. What happened?
25 flamingos dead. They haven't confirmed this yet, but they believe it's all due to one singular fox.
A fox?
They believe that a fox got into the habitat of the flamingos and went on a killing spree.
A rampage?
Yeah.
A little fox?
Uh-huh.
That's crazy. It killed 25 flamingos.
In one night, it went through and killed
What?
25 flamingos.
Don't you think they would have ganged up on the little fox once they saw it take one or two down? There's 23 left.
They were probably all just...
afraid?
I think they were all just sleeping. You know how foxes are. They're stealthy, right?
I guess so. They're sly
it was
little guys.
nighttime. Flamingo is just doing that thing where their head is like tucked into their shoulder and they're standing on one foot.
He's just biting necks all through the
he's
night?
probably just jumping up, taking them out.
Jeez, that's pretty aggressive.
That is.
It's not like he was eating them either.
There's no way one fox could eat 25
flamingos. So he's just killing for fun. He's a psychopath. That's what I sound like.
That fox is. It has some issues. And so I don't know the latest update of if they've captured the offending fox, but they do say it took out, that's a third of their flamingo population there at the National Zoo. So they started with 74. They're now down to, 49? And one less pintail duck as well. And it's all because of the fox. They say the fox somehow, what they've found is a softball-sized hole in the heavy-duty metal mesh that surrounds the outdoor yard.
Wow.
I guess the penitentiary that the flamingos are kept in. And so even though they say that's quite common, or not the hole, but that kind of metal mesh, it's used at many zoos across the country. And this is a rare issue, so they don't know how it happened. But, it must have been a crazed fox, or maybe there's something they're not thinking about.
Yeah, that's a pretty crazy fox.
Why would a fox kill 25 flamingos?
25 flamingos is a lot.
There, right? Why stop there? Why not kill all the rest of the 49 that were remaining?
Maybe he just got tired. I don't know. Like, how could you even kill the 25? I don't understand how the flamingos didn't put a stop to this. They didn't say enough's enough.
Yeah, they did have numbers, the advantage of numbers.
You'd think so. They'd be like, swipe or no swiping, But get out of here.
When you hear stories like this, it makes it, I don't think flamingos are on the endangered species list. It makes it surprising that they aren't. How do they stay alive if just 25 can be taken out in one evening?
By a fox.
By one
What
fox.
is the typical size? A fox is a small animal, is it not?
Small. You know what? If you put the weight up against a flamingo, it's probably similar, right? Because flamingos are lighter than they look because, they got to fly. It's all feathers. They're not actually...
I guess so. It says a fox usually weighs 10 to 15 pounds on average, right?
Uh-huh.
We'll do flamingo, not flamingo weight. We've got approximately 4 to 8 pounds.
4 to 8 pounds.
Dang, they're big. What?
They look so big, right?
They do look big.
That's wild.
That's insane. Okay, well, I guess it's just all flip feathers
Still,
then.
though, you get like 5 flamingos together and it can outweigh a fox. So
yeah.
You would
25 of them.
Yeah.
You'd think they put an end to it, but they didn't.
No,
so.
they did not. And the zookeepers didn't do it in time either. I would love to see the surveillance footage of that. Just a little fox jumping up. I don't know. It'd probably be sad, actually.
It would be sad.
Yeah.
This is Radio U's Worst of the Riot.
Get a load of this one, Isaiah. I wish you could be here to talk about the new ruling in Nantucket, what do you call it? An island up as part of Massachusetts, popular vacation destination, right?
Yes.
In the summertime. And in Nantucket, they have just held an important vote that came down 327 in favor versus 242 opposed to make all beaches topless.
Topless beaches, you say?
Yes.
Interesting. Now, when I think about this first, is this like you're thinking like a popularity move, like to get some more people to come? Would you say?
Would that intrigue people?
I think you'd change your crowd a little bit, but I think that would intrigue people to come.
You think?
I think a certain group, yes.
You think? What do you think? Tell me what group you're thinking of.
Same group that you see at Hooters every Wednesday night.
Oh, come on.
There you go.
Come on. I think it would attract maybe women that want to be free with their upper half.
Also that group.
Yeah.
There's multiple groups that I think would be happy to participate in this. I participate every single time I go to the beach. I'm always part of the Topless crew.
You're topless, and that's what this according to many of those in favor of this act. they are saying that it's just about equality. In fact, it's called the Gender Equality on Beaches measure, and they want to promote equality for all people. So why should a man be able to go topless and a woman cannot? In fact, prior to this measure, a woman that went topless at the beach could be fined up to $300.
Well, that's silly.
That's one thing, right? Even that feels excessive. Or face 3 years in prison.
Well, that's not happening.
For taking their shirt off.
That's not happening.
Now, of course, they say, again, proponents say that it's your choice. You can't be forced to go topless, of course. So everybody's still absolutely free to wear a shirt or a bikini top or whatever it may be. But now everybody, regardless of gender, also free to not wear a top.
Yeah, I think that you can. I have no issues with it. You can do whatever you want. It doesn't bother me whatsoever. I think that you do not run the risk of, but it is going to draw a crowd that I think could be an unfavorable crowd of maybe there's going to be some creepier people there probably. I think so.
I think there's creepy people at every beach.
I think there is too, but I think it goes to another level just the more that it's displayed. But it doesn't bother me. I don't care.
You think there's perverts out there that are like, picking a vacation destination? I could go to Myrtle Beach but what if I can see, a little extra skin if I go to Nantucket?
There are.
That's where I'm going.
There are.
Yeah, I
think so.
I don't know.
I think to a certain level, they're weird. I think people can surprise you with how creepy and weird they can be. You'd be shocked.
I can't disagree with that. Well, I don't know. This is what was always one of those things that when they teach you when you're a kid, it's like, well, how come like when you go to the beach, boys can wear their shirts off and girls can't? And
there's no answer to that question.
Really a good answer,
there's no answer to that question. I have no issues with it. If that's what you want to do, it doesn't bother me at all. I don't care. For me, I'm going to be shirtless there. Yes. So doesn't matter to me what you do.
If you want to wear a shirt, though, it doesn't bother me either.
Yeah, exactly.
Feel free.
You wear whatever you want. I don't care.
Feel free to wear a shirt or not if you go to Nantucket. It's going to make for some great limericks too.
Oh, great limericks.
Thanks for watching the worst of the riot. Since you made it this far, you might as well like, subscribe, and check out riot.radiou.com for even more riot.